asks us to complete and balance the following equation. So first of all, we have to figure out what kind of equation it is. Fe is iron, it's a metal, and it's an element. O2 is oxygen in its elemental form. So I have two elements reacting, therefore they're reacting to produce a compound. So this is a formation reaction. So it's going to form iron oxide, which is an ionic compound, and so I have to think about what charges iron and oxygen have when they are in an ionic compound. Iron can have two charges, so I've included the square from the periodic table here for you to see. Iron can be Fe3+ and it can be Fe2+. Because I don't know which one it is, convention says that we choose the more common one, which is the one that's listed first. So my iron is going to be my 3+ version. I'm not going to write that anywhere in my actual formula, but I'm just going to write it up here to remind myself that my iron is going to be 3+. When I look at my periodic table, I find that when oxygen forms an ionic compound, it's 2-. If I put iron and oxygen together in a 1-to-1 ratio, I will not get a neutral compound. So I need to figure out how to make it neutral. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to do 2 irons at 3+ to give me a total charge of 6+, and 3 oxygens at 2- to give me a total charge of 6-. So Fe2O3 is going to be my answer. Because this is an ionic compound and there's no other information given, all ionic compounds are solid at room temperature, so I'm going to write it as solid. Now I need to balance. So I'll make my table, reactants and products. I have iron and I have oxygen. I have 1 iron on the reactant side, 2 oxygens on the reactant side, 2 irons on the product side, 3 oxygens on the product side. I can see that this is going to be the trickier one to balance, so I'm going to balance it first. I'm going to have to go to the lowest common multiple of 2 and 3, which is 6. So 3 will need to be multiplied by 2. Remember that when you're balancing, you can only use coefficients, and the coefficient must go in front of the compound. So this changes my oxygen to a 6, and it changes my iron to a 4. Now I'm going to deal with this oxygen, put my coefficient of 3. 3 times 2 is 6. So this is also 6. And then I need to balance my iron. I need to turn a 1 into a 4, so I'll put a coefficient of 4, which changes this to a 4. So 4 irons in reactants, 4 in products, 6 oxygens in reactants, 6 in products. This formation reaction is now complete and balanced.